We're rolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Nerdbuzzed!
Nerdbuzzed doesn't condone the consumption of alcohol by any persons under the age of 21. Please drink responsibly.
Welcome to Nerdbuzzed, the podcast where we talk about all the nerdy stuff that we care about and drink a cool frosty brew while we're doing it. I'm your host, Marcus Ellinger. With me, as always,
Jeremiah Johnson.
And Jack's boy, Kip.
Kip.
Right? Because he always calls you my boy, Kip.
Oh, boy.
And in the camp, because he deserves it.
Me, Jack Hughes.
How much
right.
caffeine did you feed him?
Turn yourself off.
Oh, okay.
Turn yourself off.
Oh,
All right.
none. No, that's just him normally.
Are you comfortable telling everybody that you're friends with Jack?
Depends on what he's doing at the time.
Should we edit this out of the... All right, it's not a good show until we give Jack some crap right away.
Yeah.
So we are going to talk all about Black Panther, because we all saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And before we do that, though, because I'll talk way too much, we go over to Jake.
The beer.
Yes.
Today we're drinking Lucille India Pale Ale from Georgetown Brewing Company. And it is 7%. And I've had it before, but I don't remember anything about it. So
I don't think I've ever had it in the can.
I've never had it in a can, I know that.
I think I've only ever had it on tap.
Yeah, tap. But I was thinking I've had it before, I don't remember much about it, though. So that might be a good
Smells
thing.
good. It's kind of malty, a little citrusy in there.
I like the color. Great color.
I want to drink it. I've been working all day, every day. I haven't had any time off, and I specifically ate food so that I can drink more beer right before we're recording. Yeah. And we're not doing it in the morning. I didn't drink a gallon of coffee first. I'm hoping I won't have to pee 3 times. We'll see.
But yeah, no, it smells pretty good. It smells very Northwest with hops on it. It's not very clear, but the color is...
It's a little
gorgeous.
cloudy.
Yep. So,
All right, Kip, tell us about your root beer because we want to drink our beer.
All right. So, me and Jack drinking IBC. It was the only bottled root beer
That sounds real
That
high class.
Walmart had. It
that
was at
Walmart had.
Yeah.
We were at Walmart. We bought it at Walmart.
No shame.
Yeah, no shame.
I mean, a bit, but...
You're revealing a lot of things to the world today.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of things to be proud of.
What does it smell like? Because I'm
Smells
getting
like
some
a
distinct
soda
odors.
trying to be a root beer. Like they took those like root beer candies that you suck on and just like that's what they use.
I
to
swallow
flavor
them
it.
whole. I don't know what you're doing.
What?
I just no. Yeah, just drink. Point is, I'm getting a little bit of the toothpaste.
I like that Jack's even giving himself crap today.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, nice.
point- I'm smelling a little bit of toothpaste.
I was wondering.
All right.
Not
Yeah.
I
urine,
got
because urine's the other smell for this
No.
year. That's ginger ale.
Did it smell like pee?
Yeah,
What
cat
was
pee.
the-
I think you specifically
that's
said
right.
cat
It was
pee.
cat. It was getting trace elements of cat pee. That could have been from, I don't know, the bottle. You know those places they package stuff like rats can get in, poop everywhere, like on the top of yogurt lids.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
To all the nerds,
Through all the
Through all the
fuzz.
fuzz.
bottoms up. Let's get nerd buzzed. We'll get better. We're doing it again at the end.
Other hand.
Oh, share some love. Share some love.
Yeah, I cheered myself. That's not good.
It's way cleaner than I expected for a 7%.
It is.
It's definitely malty.
Yeah, you can smell that malt though.
Yes. It's definitely malty.
It's not horribly bitter. Like,
No.
it doesn't leave a real nasty. I don't think it's going to give me good breath, but it's not going to. I'm not going to have disgust people when I talk to them.
It's an IPA.
Yeah.
Yes, it's definitely got the hops there. It's definitely good and tart, a little citrusy. But no, it's just good, strong malt body. That's the biggest thing for it. And
It kind of tastes a little bit like it's 7%.
yeah.
That's last year me talking, but a little bit, which is okay because it is 7%.
Yeah.
All right, Kip, what do you think of your root beer?
Oh, it's not good. It doesn't even like
More
taste
things
like.
to be proud of on this episode,
Yeah.
right? I think this might be a theme, unfortunately.
It doesn't even taste like a root beer. It just tastes like what I imagine a Walmart would taste like.
You know,
It's
Kyle,
not
brutal.
real.
Kyle was really on point with the soda trying to be a root beer. The moment I tasted it, I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's like watered down Dr. Pepper
Oh yeah.
mixed with like Teddies.
Oh,
It's just not like it's not good. Yeah, drink
None
some
of
more
that sounds good.
That'll make it taste better.
The only thing I enjoy about Walmart is every time I leave, I feel better about myself.
You're not one of the people
Don't
that
you?
stuff there.
Every time I leave Walmart, I'm like, wow, life could be so much worse for me.
Yeah.
Walmart's make me sad. Walmart's make me really sad.
Life instantly gets better the instant you walk out the doors of Walmart. You need a little pick me up, leave Walmart.
Yes.
Yeah, you need a little pick me down, go into
Enter,
Walmart.
and stay and get a job there. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe get married to a girl.
Don't.
That's gonna have.
Don't start.
Maybe propose
Yeah,
to her outside
right.
of a.
Your whole family could just all maybe own a franchise of Walmarts. They could all
propose to
work
her
there.
outside of an Olive Garden and never talk to your friends again.
Oh my god.
Oh,
All right.
come on.
So anyway,
Yeah, anyway.
There's a story about
So before we dive in too much into some Black Panther stuff, we need to always promote our favorite podcast, which is our own. So find us on Twitter, at Nerdbuzzed,
yep,
where you can ask
don't
us
have
any
that
questions, give us tips on shows. That's our favorite thing. You can find us on Facebook. You can go to Patreon, get some sweet swag, which Kip doesn't have, but we'll hook you up. We'll hook you
we'll
up.
hook him up.
And
USA.
all you have to do is comment
There we go.
on an episode. Just comment. You can
Yep.
do it through the website. You can do it on YouTube, whatever you want to do. If you comment, you automatically get entered to be fan of the month.
Yep.
So do it. It's that easy.
automatically assuming that you've liked and subscribed.
Yeah.
Yes,
like
you also
and
have to
subscribe.
like and subscribe. But
Kip
that goes without
has
saying.
liked and subbed, so
know.
he's good with that.
All right, you get a
Also,
T-shirt.
find me.
If
please.
nobody else
Help.
comments, you
I'm
get a
trapped here.
T-shirt and fan of the month.
Nice.
I can't leave. They won't let me leave. I'm trapped. Please help.
Is it funny that our fans of the month are probably like
do need
they're
that
our
button.
biggest fans,
Yeah.
right? Like
exactly.
we're the biggest fans of those fans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also we're gonna play Rhyme, which is our nerd play.
Continue
so play
playing,
that.
yep.
Yeah, keep playing it. I actually haven't played it at all yet. What?
I played.
I
a
wanted to
little
do
bit.
like a group nerd play with you guys. With our sweet new green screen that's going on.
No, it's not the
kinda
green.
being
That's
weird.
the nerd. It's the nerd.
Yeah, right. Can't even tell.
Yeah. Not at all.
So let's dive into Black Panther.
Yeah.
I think we're ready for that. Let's do it finally.
I think our green screen CGI is almost as good as some of the CGI in Black Panther.
Yes, that's one of my major complaints. Let's just go across the board though, real quick. Did we like it or not?
I actually really, really like the movie.
Okay, Jay's a thumbs up. I guess we'll just like thumbs up, thumbs down. Real
right.
general. What do you think, Kip?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. What do you think, Jack?
Yay!
Thumbs
Like how
up.
they did in the Roman times.
How do I do it? Do I do it like this? I'm like about this with it. I think
Wow.
it's leaning this way though. Let's do that. It's not
Okay.
quite a full thumbs up, but it's on the upside.
Okay.
Glass half full.
Oh, for sure. More than half full. Yeah, but one of my major complaints was the green screen in this movie.
Yep.
The green screen's garbage in this movie.
Yeah.
Not through all of it, but through a substantial chunk.
Several parts of it.
Yeah, like anytime the ship came into play and they had to
Yeah.
like land and walk off the ship, garbage.
Yep.
There was a point I went and saw it with my wife, and she leaned over to me. And she's like, and then just leaned back, and I was like, "What? What?" And she's like, "Nothing." And then they did another scene later, and I leaned over and I was like, "The green screen in this is just terrible." She goes, "That's what I was gonna say." So she was on board too right away.
One of the most standout ones when it lands in the pool and the ramp descends down in the pool. And
Yes.
that was like awful.
Yeah.
And then the one that was even worse than that was I forgot his name already. The guy that stole all the vibranium, his arm.
Oh, Claw.
Oh.
Claw,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
that was like the worst. The CGI for his arm, and then the CGI for when his arm's not there anymore,
Yeah.
is even worse.
Yes, right? Yeah, for sure. When his arm wasn't gone is when I noticed it. When it
Yeah.
was there, I kind of thought it was like this weird Play-Doh arm.
Yeah, exactly.
But I didn't like his arm. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But something I absolutely liked about the movie, though, I think the movie had amazing cinematography for the legitimate shots.
Yeah.
The scope.
How many other
and
shots do you think there were?
Enough.
2.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
the
don't
stuff
think
in
the
Korea,
percentage
maybe.
of real location shots in this movie is very high.
no, but what they did and the way they worked those in though is really well.
Yeah.
And the overall it was visually stunning in a lot of ways. I liked that, and I think that they worked the music into the feel of the scenes really well.
Yeah, I would agree
So
with that.
I really liked that a lot. A lot.
I don't know how I felt about the music for the most part. It just felt like off-putting sometimes. Like it's like this, like hip hop jam, and I'm like, what? That's all right.
You think so?
I like the more
Yeah.
like guttural.
You're in that same boat. It was
throat.
too much hip hop.
Yeah, like
It wasn't Luke Cage though.
Oh no,
Like Luke Cage was like ghetto hip hop.
all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
But okay, that was
But,
in
like-
like New York. New York. I guess it made sense. But this isn't like Africa. This is like Wakanda. So it didn't make as much sense.
But it did have some of that, like, would you say, like, Aboriginal, like, whatever?
It had traditional music and traditional
I like that
instruments.
more. I thought that fit better.
Yeah, but they worked the hip hop into all
they,
that.
but like the point that I didn't like the hip hop stuff is when they worked it in, and then it like whenever the villain, can't remember his name.
Killmonger?
Yeah, Killmonger.
Yeah.
But whenever it was the same song that they played like 3 scenes in a row.
Yeah.
And
But
I'm
that's like his theme song. That's kind of cool, though, right? That he
but
has a
it's-
theme song.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool that he has a theme song, but
Dude,
like
he was king. Of
when
course
they,
he had his
when
theme.
they play it too much in a short span, I
yeah, like
start
if
to get
every scene
annoyed.
with Darth Vader in Star Wars is like
Was
he
the
has
Imperial
a,
March.
but that is
Yeah.
every scene with
no,
Darth Vader.
not
Yeah.
every
No,
scene.
it's not.
There's other scenes where it's
Every
like,
time he enters a room, they play that song.
I guarantee that is
Yeah,
false.
but like
Yeah.
sometimes it's a shorter version of the song.
Sometimes he
Yeah,
hides.
but it's still that
Sometimes he
song.
hides-
Yeah,
the
but
shadows.
it's still it's like a different version because it's shorter. This is like the same length, and then it's just the same song,
Yeah.
same length every time, and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
I kind of think that, like, kind of that theme of what you're saying there with that is kind of something that I had a little bit of an issue with the whole movie. The whole movie seemed to kind of have like recycled elements to it, right? Like a lot of the green screen stuff was a lot of recycling going on. A lot of the plot points and kind of the story arcing stuff was a lot of kind of recycled stuff we've seen before. That stuff kind of happened. It was fine because it's a superhero movie. I kind of expect a lot of those things in it. One of my biggest concerns that I had going into this, which I heard a lot of people talk about, and even people were talking about it on Facebook, was that it was, perfect for the time that we're in. The message it delivers is really great, and I kept hearing that over and over. So I kept thinking, this message is going to be really heavy-handed, right? And it's going to detract from the rest of the movie.
No.
I left the theater, didn't think that at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't
thought the
like.
end
What
message
is
was
the
really
heavy-handed message that everybody is so stoked about?
I don't know.
I'm not even fully. I don't even really understand what it is.
I thought that
Like-
it was going to be like that, and it was going to ruin the movie for me.
Yeah.
And then it just wasn't at all, and I was like, oh, okay, I
I
like
think
that.
the strongest message is done when the Killmonger guy gets killed, and
Oh,
his-
spoilers, dude.
Yeah. We're gonna dive into some spoilers. We gave you our thumbs up, thumbs down already.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, I thought we discussed that we cover spoilers in this all the time.
Yeah. We're gonna dive into them. It's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
We're diving in. We already did.
Spoilers. Anyway,
Head first.
I'm talking spoilers. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've said that every. Jeez, you doing okay, Ollie?
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully
All
you can't
right.
hear
She
that.
might be locked in the other room.
Dying.
I'm gonna be right back and let producer Holly out of the room.
But anyway, when I better wait for Marcus to get back here. But
Oh, because we're not important. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what
ow.
dude, Shaq's staring at
her
me
ball's
right
stuck
now.
under the couch or something.
But anyway, when Killmonger dies, and how he says what he says, and then I think that's like the most as far as the message thing goes, and I think it was done really well and done respectful for all parties.
Yeah.
There's nobody that will disagree or disrespect what was stated in the way it was stated.
Yeah. Well, I definitely think he came across more from that, like, we need to, like, get the backs of all the black people and, like, they're the ones that, like, they're our brothers and, like, they all need to come in, where Wakanda was always from the point of view of, like, Wakanda is like our own family group, right? Like the outside world is just the outside world, regardless of what your ethnicity is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was coming more from that black people are oppressed and need these people to get their back. And there was a little bit of that message in there, but even that wasn't like heavy-handed or over the top. It fit.
No.
It played into Killmonger's character really well. It was fine.
Yeah, it was done really. It was done better than I was expecting. Like we from what I heard, it was like super heavy-handed the entire time. But then I think the main message of the movie was like, everyone is friends. All humans should stick together. Like that was at the end. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's like a really good message.
Yeah, it just kind of seemed like this overarching superhero message, like in superhero movies. It didn't seem. I didn't find it abrasive or in any way.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, totally. I was afraid of that, and it was great. Yeah. That was my biggest concern going in. My other concern, which did happen, that I was a little worried about, was that I loved Black Panther so much in Civil War because he stood out as this like super cat-like, sneaky, like really silent character, right? Like he had these cool moments of where things would explode and he'd cause chaos, but it was amidst chaos already. Like he wasn't the one really starting it. And I really felt like in this movie there was none of that. He never was a sneaky cat. Like even on the one cheesy scene where he's like perched on the branch in the forest, the next immediate scene is like a guy caving in a car with this massive thud and then just like chaos and gut, right?
He's just walking around and just getting shot with like the biggest guns and not even caring, and then he like hits someone and they explode, and it's like...
Yeah, I wanted him to be more sneaky, right?
Yeah,
be more cat-like.
Like even the sister, like with there's a scene with the shoes, and she's like, "Hey, I designed these shoes, and they're sound absorbent." But he never uses them.
Yeah,
he never
no,
sneaks around.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they put that in just so she could say the joke of like, "I call them sneakers."
Yeah, right.
Like,
that was just for that. Yeah.
Yep.
I really wanted more cat. I was a little bummed. I think that that was highlighted so well in the Civil War. It was a missed opportunity for sure to just keep running with it.
I agree with that.
Are you trying to choke down soda? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Do we need like a little soda regurgitation?
Yeah, can you get like a vomitarium or whatever?
Yeah.
You had in the olden days.
Let's see. I did think the overall story in it was a little rushed. I liked the overall story, but I did think it came across as really rushed. I kind of came away from this movie thinking, in kind of a similar way to Doctor Strange, I don't know that all the heroes need a movie. Like this would have been really great, I think, as like a Netflix series.
Yeah.
Like if you could have gotten like 12 episodes of it and like given you more of Killmonger's backstory, because he just kind of shows up all of a sudden. He has this weird convoluted beginning that I don't understand why he did any of that game playing. He should have just killed Claw and brought him there right away.
Yeah.
Like he clearly had the training and the ability and the connections to make all that happen. Why there was all that convoluted stuff in the beginning, I have no idea.
And even Claw's like bank heist plan, where it's like, we're gonna have you have the lady drink poison, and then she's gonna fall over, and then we're gonna. It's like, why not just go in, be all sneaky and kill everyone, loop the camera feed, and then leave, and not make it this whole like, gotta have an ambulance, we gotta have this and that. It's like, it was.
Well, and his whole
Claw
thing
was
was
very
right away
convoluted.
he's just going to kill Claw anyway.
Yeah.
Like, why did you go through any of that garbage? Just kill him and drag him into Wakanda. You already know where it is because you didn't need any of the people to take you
He also
there, right?
killed his girlfriend in the process.
Oh yeah,
Like,
just
what-
shot her, hesitation.
I kind of get why that happened in the movie, but like, didn't need to happen.
No, none of that stuff needed to happen at all, right? It was all for the sake of having that the Black Panther fight scene.
Yeah.
With the it was the Lexus commercial portion of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Like if there wouldn't have been that whole plot part, then you wouldn't have had the Lexus commercial. I think that's why that was there.
I like the part when the car blew up and the two ladies were completely fine, but any other time a car blows up, everyone inside is just dead.
Yeah.
There's a lot of killing in that movie.
Yes.
God,
I actually was a fan of that.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. These people would die.
Yeah, a lot of blood, and I mean, I wish there was more, but it's like, it's a Disney movie, so it's like, I think they were really pushing how far they could take it, but I liked it, yeah.
Yeah, I was totally a fan of that. I guess if we stick with in the Black Panther realm, I don't like that actor.
No,
I came away. It's like
he didn't bother me at all in that respect. I just didn't like the character that well, the way it was done.
you think so?
Yeah,
I thought.
I liked the supporting cast.
Oh, hands down.
So much better.
Oh, they're way better than Black Panther in this movie. He is not the star of this
Better
movie at
dressers,
all,
too.
I don't think. Yeah. I loved all of the supporting people. One of my absolute favorite was the leader of, like, the guerrilla group.
Yeah.
That guy
he
was
was cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
He was so good. And he was
Yeah.
in such a small part of the movie, right? But every time he was in there, it was great. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And his right-hand woman with the spear, she was awesome.
Yes.
I absolutely loved her, too. She was really, really good.
Oh,
I did think her...
the chick with the neck rings or whatever, the golden ones.
yeah, and
Yeah.
the tattooed redhead.
Yeah.
I should know all their names.
We don't.
I know who plays her, but I can't remember.
Okoye or what?
Something.
Something. Okoye was her name in the movie. I don't know how to pronounce it. I can't remember. But she was awesome. And I love how even when Wakanda was like crumbling, she stuck to her guns of to what she was, the true warrior representative. It was like she had those internal things going on. I really felt like the main characters, for as much as they highlighted them, I felt the littlest connection to them, even though they had like most of the screen time. Like when the gorilla scene, the leader of the gorilla guys comes up and he has he's got Black Panther, and there's like that whole scene where they like have their banter of like your army should come and this and that. I almost got this vibe that like they grew up together as like the son of these rival kings, and they'd had this banter, and they don't hate each other, but they're totally rivals and want to one up each other throughout this history. Like I had built this whole history in my head just based on this small scene, and he was even hardly in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Like, but then these other characters that were through the whole movie, I kept thinking, there's so many missed opportunities here for me to care about these characters more. It seemed more like filler stuff to me.
Yeah, there wasn't much development. I mean, I think to something.
What one?
T'Chaka was the dad.
Yeah, T'Challa.
T'Challa. I think T'Challa had a lot of development in him, at least of like, well, okay, not that much now that I think about it. But I thought he had a lot. But like the sister, I was kind of annoyed by her the whole time.
I thought she was great.
I really liked the sister too. I
Yeah.
thought she was awesome.
I didn't mind her.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
when she spoilers, one of
Sneakers.
those is a meme again apparently
No, it's
in
not.
2018. Yeah, no, because it's not a meme. And she
I
just
thought her Voltron blasters were pretty hilarious.
Okay,
They were
those are
pretty
pretty
ridiculous. What should the ends look like? Panthers, clearly. Let's make them look like panthers.
Yeah.
But then how does she grab things with them? Like she's like, oh, I gotta grab you.
You don't, dude. You just
You don't-
blast
you just
things.
blast. Yeah.
Yeah, why
What
are you
about a
grabbing
door
something?
handle?
Nobody.
There's a door handle.
You never put
You
that
blast
on
the door.
It's like saying, that's like taking a gun and being like, how do I grab things with
Well,
it?
you
Like
just put the gun in your pocket.
Yeah.
shoot it.
You can't put these things in your pocket. They're too big and they're on your head. Like, how do you take them off and put? It's just
They're
What
mittens.
about God of
They have
War?
the
Like
freaking
the
tie string behind
the
them.
the
Okay,
lion.
but
Put it
that's
around your
because-
neck.
How does he
They-
grab
they-
things?
They're
Okay.
not casual wear
Kratos
anyway.
doesn't-
She put them on to go to war.
Exactly.
She didn't put them on to like pick up the cave, right?
pick up the what?
Whatever their cave was, their
up the
crater,
cave?
whatever you call it, to clean it up. Dust it off, reorganize it.
Where they mine the
Yeah.
vibranium.
The vibranium. Yeah. The other thing I thought was kind of like, again, coming back to this just kind of weird story plot points and things. In the beginning, when like Killmonger's dad is killed, and that sets up his whole jaded past. Like, why did that guy have to kill him? Like, why did he even kill him? Why didn't he just like Black Panther the gun out of the way and then like drag him back to Wakanda? Like, why did any of that have to happen?
Because he. Yeah, that's
There wasn't even a Lexus car in that scene. Like, what was the motivation?
He just throws a Lexus car at him.
Yeah,
One
he was
drives
just
through the
so.
window.
I think there was clearly some tension.
They had a
between
Lexus
them.
airship. That's what it was. Their airship was sponsored by Lexus.
Yeah, it must have been, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that whole scene was, as soon as he's just like, "You're dead," I was like, "Really? Like, was that
My
necessary?"
brother, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, his old brother.
But
Like, they must have been jaded. They must
He
have
had
like
to save the.
they must have been in love with the
guy
same
from,
girl or something. Like, right? Something happened there.
He had to save the guy from Rogue One.
Dude, I love him. I love that actor so much.
Which one's that?
He played the like guy that's like, yeah, you're gonna drink this, and now you don't have the Black Panther stuff anymore.
Oh
during the
yeah,
fight.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
he
lazy
dies,
eye,
by the way.
lazy eyelid. It's not
Yeah.
really the eye. Yeah.
That
I
was-
did think that younger actor who played him, they did that casting pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like
no,
he was
all the young
believable as a
people was
younger
like,
him.
Yeah, even the villain, like everyone that was young, I'm like, oh, that's actually really believable. Instead of like Looper, no, that's not.
Yes, for sure, right?
Robin
that guy is
grow up
not.
to be, like
It's not Bruce Willis.
I can't. Yeah, I don't even know their names. I'm so bad with names.
Have you seen the trailer for Solo?
Yes.
I don't know about that casting. Just
Yeah.
speaking of younger stuff, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
it's tricky to pull that off.
I think
sure.
they did Chewbacca really well.
Yeah, right. He still doesn't have any gray. I mean, I know he's younger, but right.
Yeah,
He's like 100 in that movie.
I don't know
Yeah,
how they made
lived-
him look
lived
so
to
young
400
again.
and something like 408 or
They should
409.
still get gray. Dogs get gray pretty young. Right around the mouth. Right?
At what, 2 years old?
Yeah.
I don't
But it depends on
I
the
don't
breed.
get why
Okay.
that
Yeah.
was so
It
funny.
must be a mutt.
Okay.
That's what it is. All right, let's see. What else do I have here? Do we think that Black Panther is totally overpowered now?
No, it wasn't over. Well,
You think? I think
He
this new
can't-
suit makes him a little
He
overpowered.
can't get shot.
he
He
can
can just
get hit
take
by
bullets.
rhinos.
He can take anything.
When the rhinos came in, I was just like, what? It was barely set up. It was like, oh, we have rhinos, but like,
Again, really great CGI in those scenes, right? I
Oh,
thought
no, it
that was
wasn't.
really bad.
oh, I was laughing really hard
It's
at
just
that.
like-
Oh.
The CGI.
I do gotta agree.
Yeah, the
I
CGI was garbage
It's
in this
like-
movie.
I did laugh
It's-
out loud
It seems
Oh, me
like
too.
at when
Yeah.
the rhinos came.
Yeah.
It seems like the newer Marvel movies have just all had really terrible CGI. Like Civil War,
Well, they
I
usually
was
have
like, some of
decent
it was just
CGI
like,
for, like-
oh my, no,
Yeah.
stop.
But there's the parts of it that are just like, really, you cut? Why'd you
Yeah.
cut it budget back there so bad?
Yeah. Well, and I think, like, to be fair, this had less of a budget than, like, Civil War, right?
Oh, of course
I'm
it did.
assuming.
Yeah.
This had, like, a $200 million budget. I don't know. Jack
That's
can
a
look
lot
up
of
Civil
money.
War.
Yeah.
Maybe Civil War had, like, a $500 million or something ridiculous. I don't know. But I thought that, too. It seemed like... I got the feeling that it felt like a filler movie, kind of. Like, between the big blockbuster, big titles
Yeah.
we're waiting for, right?
Well, newsflash.
It is
It
that,
is.
yeah. I do like that, though, that it does allow you to kind of relate to that personal side of the character when they then all get together. Because you do get to see what was going on for them that maybe
Yeah.
caused them to feel whatever way, right?
For me, it didn't really feel like a Marvel movie. Like, it, as far as, like, big universe,
Yeah.
it felt like kind of just its own thing, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
knowing in the back of my mind, like, all right, he is a part of the rest of the universe. And so, like,
Well, and I think that this is a taste of what we're going to get in
Yeah.
Infinity War, right? Because in that trailer, it looks pretty obvious like they're in Wakanda.
yeah.
Like something, a lot of stuff that we saw, and maybe that's even, I guess we talk about some of the end scenes.
Mm-hmm.
That is probably alluding to a lot of that. Like this is going to be the aftermath of coming forward and announcing Wakanda to the world.
Yeah.
Which
'Cause we
did you
need the
guys get a
technology.
massive Iron Man vibe from that?
I thought,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. When
Right
he said,
away.
I almost just said out loud, "I am Iron Man," but then I'm like, I'm not going to ruin this for everyone. Because
Yeah.
it was right after the guy died and looked into the sunset. That scene actually was like, oh, that hit a little hard.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
a good scene.
yeah. No, I like that scene too.
Quick side note: the budget for Civil War was $250 million, and the budget for Black Panther was $200 million. So
Oh, it's
not
only 50 million. I think in movie world, that's not that much more.
only
Yeah.
50
Right.
million.
And well, how much of that went to paying people's salary for the movie?
Oh, 50
In
million
Civil
was
War,
went
right?
right to Tony Stark.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, maybe it was just him. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got super Iron Man vibe, and I even think he's got massive amounts of money, which I don't know where they got the money from. Where did they get the money from? They don't interact with anybody else. They
They
don't
make the
trade
suits
with
out
the
of
world.
vibranium.
Yeah, but they don't trade with the world. They've been cut off from the world.
But they have.
How do they have
vibranium.
currency that the world even knows about?
They make dollars out of vibranium. My phone is.
But nobody
blowing
knows
up.
about vibranium, right? Like,
No,
I
they-
did think
they-
that afterwards. I was like, they've been in their secret little Wakanda
Yeah.
hole forever. How do they have money? How do they have currency that the rest of the world recognizes
I don't
as
think
that,
they
right?
do.
But he's like, I just bought that building, and that building,
Oh, that's
and
right.
that building, right?
Yeah.
Did
Maybe
he
he
build
could-
them out of vibranium? Like, where did the money come from?
Maybe.
Yeah, because like
Lexus?
that's a
Is that where it came
Yeah,
from? It came from
exactly.
and
Lexus.
you can't really say like, oh, he has the money from selling vibranium, because like a huge part of the movie is like he doesn't want people to sell the
Yeah.
vibranium. So it's like, where is the money coming from?
Yeah, well, and they
never
refused to
thought
interact
that.
with anybody, right? So I did think that at the end. I was like, how do you have money? You're in this hole in the ground that you won't even let anybody know is there. I was a big fan of how they did hide Wakanda, though, because I've seen, like, with the Hidden City where it's just the dome. It's like this barren wasteland and just a dome. And I always think, if you're flying in a plane or something and flew into the dome and blew up because you hit this secret city, I liked the way it was like a mountain that was camouflaged. That was actually pretty cool.
I liked how it was
God,
like,
they're gonna
this never gets old, and I was hoping they were gonna like actually fly through the trees.
Yeah.
No, it just was the digital.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That was done pretty well, though. That was one of the more believable CGI scenes in the movie.
Yeah. Well, I thought their shields were pretty cool. They were like their capes, and then it was like.
I thought that was one of the cheesiest things ever.
Oh, what?
Dude, that bugged me in the freaking movie. I'm like, really? Okay, this is lame right here.
They have cape shields, dude. That's like Batman Beyond.
Yeah, but they're
Beyond.
energy shields. They're not. That's not the vibranium itself. Like,
It's just vibrating.
Well, no, but if that's what I'm saying. If the fabric itself became stiff or whatever, or reacted, it would be totally more believable.
It's actually a really good point.
But I think that the movie's filled with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? Where it's like,
How does
we just
vibranium
put this
do
in
this?
there because we
Yeah.
needed to, like, meet 2 hours. or
Vibranium
whatever.
can just do anything. That's
Clearly,
that's
I was
quality.
also
Well, it
amazed that it could
obviously
do so
generates an electrical current because of what's going on, because that's how they're powering it.
That's Captain America's next shield. It's going to be like
An electric shield.
Just so you know, his
Yeah.
last shield was vibranium.
Yeah, boy.
Well, and then in the trailer, the
I know.
Civil War, he's got, like, the like, dagger shields. Did you notice that in there? He's got one on each arm. It's like gauntlet. They, like,
Captain America?
fan out. Did you notice that? Yeah, in the Civil War, or in the Infinity War trailer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get to that amount of shield.
I did think that his right hand woman, right, the warrior chick, who super loved her. She's awesome in that movie.
She was nipping like the whole time.
Right? I didn't know if that
Yes.
was an outfit thing
No,
or not.
she
but
was.
Say it now.
Whatever.
Yep.
Whatever. I got a thing for women that can beat me up, so I was into it.
So any woman?
Not any woman, but any like attractive woman that could probably also beat me up. Something about that is a little appealing to me. I don't know why.
Wow.
But I thought that her relationship with whatever that dude was, the guy with the rhinos,
Yeah, with
that
the,
was so
not as many
garbage, right?
Oh. Yeah.
They instantly went from when she's talking with her little bead thing
She's
to
like, love her.
yeah, but
And
yeah,
it's
love her, and it's like they're
to, like,
clearly in
I
a
will kill
relationship.
you.
Yeah,
And it's like-
instantly. I
I
was like,
will
whoa.
murder you.
That was
without
my favorite
hesitation.
cheesy scene in the movie was when the rhino
Well, to be fair,
stopped
though,
and
she-
licked her on the face. Though
She established
I was like,
her,
that so fits in the theme with it, and they just went for it in that scene. Like that was 100% of the cheese they just sprinkled in the rest of it. Right? I loved it. It was great, and it acknowledged that whole interaction between them was absurd. It was great.
Yeah.
I laughed. That was the part when I laughed out loud when that happened. I was like,
Lol.
"This is great." Kristen did too. She also thought that was pretty hilarious. Yeah. And I was really glad at the end that we got to see Bucky,
yes.
Yeah.
because the whole time I kept thinking, "Where the hell's Bucky?"
Okay, where at the end of Civil War, Captain America saved everyone from the prison, but then I don't remember where he went.
Captain America?
Or no, where it said that Bucky went.
It's in the end credit scene. They take him to Wakanda and they like throw him on ice so they can fix his brainwashing.
That's
That's why I
right.
kept thinking he's going to be
okay.
in the movie somewhere, right?
Okay, yeah, because I remember them going to Wakanda, but I don't remember the context of it. I thought he took the agent there, but I guess he didn't.
Yeah.
I liked the agent. He was kind of cool. I liked how he's like, no, this prisoner is mine. He's like, I'm serving the U.S. government. It's not like I'm going to help you guys out. Like he kind of had his own agenda, and I appreciated that.
But you like understood it, right? Again, that's like another character in this movie that has such minimal screen time, but you feel like you learned that you grew with that character so much in the movie, right? But then you've got it comes back to all those other characters that had massive amounts of screen time that I just didn't connect with.
What are those?
And that kept happening throughout this movie. And the Agent Ross, right, was his name?
Yeah.
By the end of the movie, I thought he was great. Like he needed to be in that movie for lightening the mood in those scenes, like Black Panther's sister.
Yeah.
Like the same way. I really thought she lightened up the cheesy overtone of the seriousness of the rest of the movie.
she was cheesy. And
Yeah, and she did it really well. I actually really liked her. I thought she
I
was
did
great.
too.
Yeah.
Sneakers.
Yeah, that was
Okay, that was funny.
It was funny. Again, it was like the rhino lick, right? It was just bad. It was so
Except the
blatant in
rhino
your
lick
face,
was
but it was great.
Kind of, I don't know. Would have been better if she was like, "Stop, you're my friend," and then it was like,
I just loved that it just stopped, it licked her,
Yeah,
and even the
just
rhino
like-
was like, yeah, he's being such a dick, right? Like, you raised me too. Look at
and,
this
yeah,
guy.
in
Why
the
are you
middle
with
of
him?
battle- in the middle
Jack,
of
were
battle,
you
the
hoping
rhino
for
stops.
like a end of the Matrix, like Neo? No.
Yeah.
No, like just the bullets
Everything's
stop,
just
the
code.
rhino stops.
I mean, that's how Black Panther was. He's like,
I did
no,
like Black
but-
Panther's like wrestle down of the rhino though. I thought that was pretty
That
cool.
was-
Oh,
Oh yeah, when he like Kratos that thing.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I
He
liked
was
when
very Kratos
I
down.
liked when he cut off the door of the car and just like threw it at the guy.
Yeah.
He cut-
Not
you think
cat
that was
like
funny?
at all. Not at all.
No,
Oh,
use
the amount
claws.
I guess. Yeah.
The amount of times he does stuff like that, and you're like, oh, that guy is dead. He is very dead.
Like he didn't claw his organs apart with his claws, but he gave him massive brain damage.
Yeah. Well, but even
He
like in
uses
that.
claws a lot in the movie.
No, not a whole
He uses
bunch.
it
Huh?
to cut stuff up, but not to kill people. He kills the last guy with a sword. Oh, I guess it's because
Actually, it was a spear, but yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sword, spear. I drank to that.
But even like in the end with like Agent Ross, it's like, go get those ships and blow them. Aren't those like Wakandans that are like in those?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
no.
we just don't even care about
Doesn't
them now,
even think
right?
about
It's
it.
like just
Kill 'em.
kill them right off the bat. Like I think it's crazy how, which I guess is a theme in the movie. It's crazy how like instantly Wakanda hates you if you're a Wakandan. Like all you do is tip the scale man and you're just dead to
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Like literally dead to them. They are just gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like literally a cutthroat society.
I wonder if the lip plate guy uses that plate as a weapon because we didn't see his tribe fight.
It's probably vibranium, and everybody just goes bing on it, and like whoa, like does something just like that. Whoa, that's the sound it makes. We need a button for that.
Yeah, I don't know, but he's. I
have
still
an
think, I
explosion
still think
button.
he's the best dresser.
Oh yeah, I think he should have had all the bald chick warriors. To be honest with you,
Yeah, that would have been
right?
hilarious.
Should have.
His whole tribe would have been them.
Yeah, with his little lowrider spaceship that rolled in, right, with his hydros. That guy was
my
awesome.
I just love the fact that it was all of them, and then it's in the traditional dress, and they made a point earlier with when he was talking to his sister about how the traditional ceremonial dress, and she shows up with that weird jaw thing and
Yeah.
stuff, and then it's going through all of them, and it gets to him, and he's in a silk suit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's hilarious.
You know, okay, one thing that bothered
It's
me
traditional.
was at the very end
Yeah.
of the movie, they're like walking through Wakanda, and it's like, oh, everything is saved. They pass this
God.
girl with like just like a backpack, and I'm thinking, what? Have Wakandans not invented a cool type of backpack yet? It's like everyone has all these baskets or whatever, and then this girl just has like a decine that has like spray paint on it. Oh, so why are they spray painting everything? I don't like. Do they have vibranium spray paint? Where are they getting this? Like, just like every little thing that. Yeah. Also, can we talk about how they just speak English? Like most
That
of the time.
Oh, yeah,
I
there's
thought that
like-
was kind of weird.
There's like
I wouldn't have minded
conversations
subtitles.
that are like half Wakandan, whatever language they speak, and then half English, and I'm like, can you just pick a language to just have that
The
entire
vibranium makes them
conversation
Yeah.
in one
speak
conversation?
English. That's what it is.
Like when
That wasn't funny.
when
that really didn't land. That
T'Challa first goes to the like shadow realm to see his father, and like
Brutal, by the way.
it's like his father's speaking the Wakandan language, and then he's just like speaking English. Like, you obviously speak that language. Why not just have that? I can read subtitles. I don't mind.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But again, I think it's that weird, like, it's that weird loophole stuff that just kind of was abundant in the movie. But overall, again, there was enough of the
Walmart.
of the heavy moments in the movie that were definitely counterbalanced with all the goofy, lighthearted moments that
Yeah.
I really think balanced the movie into like completely tolerable, and I came away really enjoying it.
Yeah, me too.
It still has to appeal
There's
to
so
kids.
many flaws to this movie, but I really think there was enough good to make up for any of them. It was really it was purely entertaining.
Yeah.
It wasn't to the level of like Ragnarok, but it was still like entertaining in that kind of way.
Yeah.
It was like, it was dark and it was funny, and it did achieve a pretty good balance overall. I actually liked the villain. I understood his motivation a lot more. Like in my mind, I was thinking Thor 2. Like that is I think the lowest point for Marvel villains, just because he was like just some elf guy. But this guy, you can kind of be like, oh, I understand his motivation. I understand why he wants to succeed, and like all this stuff in his life as it kind of goes through it. And yeah, there was parts where it was like, it could have covered more of him, but I think for the most part he was pretty well developed.
I think if it would have covered more of Killmonger's backstory, the movie would have been super heavy-handed with its message, and it would have been those moments we didn't want. Like if we would have been a bunch of like racial oppression of him growing up in the ghetto and like dealing with all that, which motivated him to have the attitude he had. Those would have been those heavy-handed things we didn't want in the movie. I think it would have ruined it.
Well, how much backstory do you need? He was Johnny Blaze.
Yeah.
What? Johnny Lies?
Blaze.
You're from Fantastic Four? The Human Torch?
No, that's Johnny Storm.
Yeah,
Johnny Blaze is Ghost Rider.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm sorry. Johnny Storm.
Johnny Storm.
He was actually...
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, he was the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Before was, or after was...
He
Captain
did not
America.
ruin this superhero movie. That is a garbage fest.
Yeah.
That
I never watched
Fantastic
that
Four
one.
movie. That is
No, but I'm
horrible.
saying you'd be angry if you came from that, too.
Yeah, right. Yes. Yeah.
It's like, I'm also angry because I was in a really bad mood. Like, he just
No, he
Deadpool
made up
breaks
for
the
it in
fourth
this
wall.
one.
Oh, totally made up for it.
Yeah, and he plays like from the beginning that weird whole convoluted stuff we didn't even need. He does play a completely different character to when he suddenly takes on his Killmonger persona, right? Like he is now suddenly a badass, and he didn't come across that way in the beginning. So I did like that kind of caught you off guard a little bit.
Yeah.
Because when the instant he was this badass, I didn't really see that coming. I knew that it was going to happen at some point, but I didn't expect it to be such a leap like that. So a little bit of credit there. It was really weird to begin with how it all played out, but where it ended up was fine, right? Maybe that is kind of a theme in the movie. It's weird how they got there, but where it ended was great.
The plane has landed.
Yeah.
Johnny Blaze was... Okay, yeah, you're right.
I think he's Ghost Rider. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I'll look
one of the Ghost Riders. Like, I think
Yeah.
there's a bunch of Ghost Riders, but I think he's one of
Johnny
them.
Storm, yeah.
He's
you're right, it
Nick
is.
Cage is Johnny Blaze.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to... That would have been really bad.
Yeah. I do think this is another example, though, of...
Johnny Blaze's Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of how it's okay in a... which I think is awesome. How it's okay in a Marvel movie to just be ridiculous, right? Like, they're just superheroes. We don't need to come up with this weird, convoluted reason that they have powers and that it's, like, this fanciful thing. Just let it play out the way it is. I like that we've just come to the point of accepting that
I hope
now.
you like this Black Panther because he's the last one.
Yeah, right? Yeah, what's up with that? I thought that too. It's like, okay, apparently that's done.
I don't really get why he burned it. I mean, he could have just kept it all to himself. Like, what if you drink 2?
What if he has a son?
I wondered that too. Like, why don't they drink more?
Yeah, and if he has
Maybe
a
that's
son,
how they
he wants to
lose
succeed.
it. Maybe they're drinking the same thing twice.
Maybe.
Made a
Yeah.
good point.
It's a vicious cycle. So I guess the positive side is that he can also never lose it now. Potentially.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, do you drink it? What do you drink to make you lose?
We don't know
powers?
what they were drinking to lose it. I was just
Just a
theorizing.
mixture of something.
Whatever it was. And their weird spout.
It
That
was
was also
probably
weird
this root
CGI
beer.
when they went
Yeah,
to
why
drink
didn't
it.
they just drink?
Just
Yeah.
the funnel. That was weird.
Can I just have a cup for this? Do I have to be laying down?
I think he was actually drinking this root beer to lose
That's how you lose your powers.
Well, it can't be that bad. You're drinking another.
Yeah.
That's
But that's because he needs to get his powers back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just went over this.
Yeah.
I think also in the movie, the guy I was the most sad to see die was Claw. I loved Claw in
I
this
liked his
movie. I
character.
loved his character so much.
wish-
He
It was
such
so
a dick.
crazy and over the top. It was like, all right, I like him.
He felt
Yeah.
like he felt like a Looney
What-
Tunes
what have we
villain,
seen
but
him in
like
before?
he killed people.
He was in the other movie. What was it? Avengers 2, I think it was. And again, he's dealing with vibranium.
Wait, he
That's
was?
how Ultron got his
that's right.
vibranium outfit.
Yep.
He got it from him, and that's how he lost his arm.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
right.
where he came from, which is awesome.
Oh,
They
that's
were
interesting.
in the other movies, right? Like in Civil War, The warrior chick that's with Black Panther is one of the ones that's still in this movie. The first one, I believe, is in a different one though. I can't remember exactly. But like they all are like sprinkled in the other Marvel movies, and they did all come together for Black Panther, which is cool. That they're still the same actors and everything, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of positive nods. It wasn't the best Marvel movie by any means, but I don't hate it. I think it's great. It's an easy watch.
I like it. I think it's definitely one of my upper ones.
Yeah, and it didn't. It was like 2 hours 40 minutes long. It didn't feel that long.
2 hours
What?
15.
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna
same
say it was
thing,
not
Kyle.
40 minutes.
It was like a Lord of the Rings movie.
It was not.
Directed by Peter Jackson. No, but it didn't feel.
Well, apparently
that
it
long.
did. If he's thinking that.
Yeah.
No, well,
It's getting like phenomenal reviews. People are absolutely loving it. It's already got this like A rating from all of the I forget what you call that score. It's like they review people as you leave the theater. It's like the positive reviews
Rotten
from it
Tomatoes?
already. No. So it's already got that like A rating. It's the #1 solo superhero movie, like as far as what it's made in opening weekend.
Stop.
And the only other thing I would say, like if you're gonna have heavy-handed messages about it, is that I have also heard like all these things that like phenomenal for so many, like there's more black people in the cast ever, and like a black director, and like people keep crediting it with some of that stuff, and I don't even think it, other than me just bringing it up now, but I don't even think any of that needs to be mentioned because it's just good on its own.
Yeah.
Like none of that, like I don't. Some of that comes with this air of like for a girl. You know, or like whatever,
Well,
with
yeah,
that kind of
the
tone.
exact
But I don't.
Exact same thing with like Wonder Woman was a great movie because it was a great movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, who directed
Or however you felt about it, right? We might disagree a little bit on Wonder Woman, but yeah, just let it be Wonder Woman. Whoever else was in it aside, it just was that movie, right? This is the same way. Just, it's not heavy-handed. I think go see it totally. We're seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
for
though
what
we
we
had so much stuff, but we still said everything we had to say bad about it, we still did with like a grin on our face. Like nobody in here was really pissed or irritated about any of it. Like it was just, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a great word for it. It's like the
Except
Thor,
for
it's
Jack.
fun.
And what are those?
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, that was bad. But one thing I want to say is that I don't know if you two remember, but in our initial like trailer viewing like a few months ago, I was really mad because I'm like, they're gonna go to New York and that's where the final battle is gonna be. But like most of the movie was in Wakanda, and I was actually really really happy because I liked it. I liked seeing all like the weird trains and the underground stuff, and it was a different environment, right? The final fight was in like a weird field with all this. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on rather than just like it's in an airport or
Wait.
something.
Okay, quick thing about the trains. So, like, the lights deactivate, like, the vibranium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And isn't the suit made completely out of vibranium?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, if it, like, neutralizes the vibranium, wouldn't the whole suit just disappear? Instead of,
that's-
like, spaces?
But that's why it like freaks out, right? I think, yeah.
But,
It's because it's PG-13,
yeah.
right? I'm pretty sure. I don't know for sure, but I would bet that Black Panther has vibranium like boxer briefs on, right?
Probably.
Or nothing. He's either going commando or
Well, in that
right?
situation,
yeah.
it would be just that.
yeah.
So
just
now that-
shreds
now
the rest
that-
of
Oh,
it.
yeah, wait. Like, isn't he wearing clothes some of the times that he, like, gets the suit on?
And
Where
they-
does
no,
his
they just
clothes
melt,
go?
No,
Yeah, right?
Didn't you
What?
say they just melt or they like get destroyed. It's weird.
What?
Wait, guys, now that
Yeah, they kind of
vibranium-
like
Waste
they
of
like
clothes.
particle effect away. But even like in the other Marvel movies, when the Hulk is back into a dude, the like when he in the Avengers one when he falls through the building and changes back, the guy's like, "Yeah, I brought you some clothes. They had to wait till you change back so they'd fit. Cover yourself up," and like throws it
Yeah.
at him. Right, the guy. So even they acknowledge it then that Hulk shreds his clothes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I was surprised by that too. It's like, nope, it just goes back to the. That's why only the helmet goes away. Maybe everything goes. He just has a cod piece. That's it.
And now that vibranium is being marketed throughout the world, maybe you can buy vibranium condoms for maximum protection.
Maximum.
Oh my god.
All right, I was
Just
going to
make
go
sure to-
off.
make
I'm
sure
not
to
even
turn
going
the
to take
lights
that any
off.
further because I could have. It would have been bad.
Looking at you, Justin.
So I think we should touch on real quick because this is I think this movie could feel like Doctor Strange and even that first Captain America, right? This movie could feel more relevant after Infinity War comes out. Like there will be things in this movie that now matter more because they're affecting the world in Infinity War. I think one could be exposing Wakanda to the world, right? Like suddenly that's going to matter now, and what the repercussions of that will be. I was really shocked there was no Infinity Stone in this movie.
Yeah.
Good on them for not like having to feel obligated. Like, oh, we gotta put an Infinity Stone. Maybe in like there was a TV in the background and there was something about it.
Do you think there was though, and it'll be like the center of the meteor of the like vibranium? I kept wondering something like that.
Just said it. Also,
they're gonna keep mining, and suddenly in Infinity, it'll start out with them like mining it, and it falls out or something,
God,
right?
Marcus,
It'll be this purple
you
stone.
Need to stop. You're actually. This is actually gonna happen. Oh
right?
No. Also, how big was that meteor? Was that the meteor that like took out the dinosaurs because like
I think so.
it was there was so much vibranium. It's like
Yeah.
it crashed into Earth. And
It had to.
That's where like Grimlock came from, right?
That's you're thinking What are you thinking about Transformers? Oh,
Grimlock is like a
killed the
dinosaur that ate
dinosaurs.
vibranium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how Transformers are made.
You don't think so?
I feel
Maybe
like-
Cybertron is made of vibranium. Did you ever think of that, Jack? How can they take so many Michael Bay explosions and still live? Because they're made of vibranium.
I'll get back to you on that one.
His mind just exploded.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anyway, go see it. It's good.
It's
I
quite
guess
premium.
let's put a score on it. Let's put a definitive score on Black Panther. You can't take it back. What do you think?
I'm gonna go 7.25.
7.25. All right. What do you think, Kip?
Well, I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
All right. Kip thinks it's great.
Yeah, great.
Jeremiah thinks it's
Better than good.
It's better than good. Yes. I'm gonna give it a solid 7. I think it's good.
7.5 for me. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean it's almost great. I mean it has a lot of flaws, but I feel like I don't know. It was just a cool movie. I liked Wakanda a lot. I like the concepts. I think they can do a lot more with it in the future. But I also like what they did now and how they kept it, like Kyle said, or Kip, small and contained. Right?
Yeah.
Like it didn't have to be like it has to tie into everything. It was
Yeah,
just like
it wasn't
it's its own
trying
thing.
to be more than it needed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I think is great. It didn't need to, and it really helped the movie. So go see it. That's what we're saying. Go see it. It's great. You're not going to waste your money at all.
Do it. You won't. What are the?
Turn it off. Thank you.
We need the button.
I know. Do you think he's on it today? Is he ready?
I did it. Yeah.
So we're also going to keep watching this month for our anime. We're watching Fate Apocrypha. Is that
Are we
correct?
gonna
Apocrypha.
keep watching it?
Yeah, you have to. It's season 1. We don't have to watch
Yeah.
season 2.
No.
Although, let's be fair. From what I've only got like 2 episodes left to watch, and
I've got more than that.
do you? I think I'm down. Maybe it's 3. I think there's 10
God, it
episodes.
was
11.
There's 12.
Oh, okay, so I have
I'm
4.
only on like 3.
Yeah, I'm 4 episodes in.
But in all of the other Fate series we've watched, it only, like I was telling with you, it only dealt with one of each class.
Yes.
Right. This one deals with 2 of each class, and they're
Yeah, and
they're
they explained that
conflicting
this
each
one
other.
was a weird one because of that.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if, like, do you think season 2 could be better after all that? Maybe we'll get into that after we watch more of it, but I don't know. I'm wondering if how much of that has to do with it. We'll see. So anyway, keep watching it because clearly we're in love with it,
quick
right?
thing.
Yeah.
Don't watch the anime with your dad in the room because episode I think 2 it just starts off with
Yeah, but
weird
what?
stuff.
What?
Two anime girls having some fun.
But that's
Yeah,
very PG.
Whatever. Yeah.
I think PG at the worst.
Yeah. Whatever.
It's like belly licking.
Yeah. And the
It was
one.
weird. It was weird.
Belly.
and-
One of them's in lingerie, while the other one's like tied up, and the lingerie chick's like licking her belly
Yeah,
What?
yeah. No, and my dad
Yeah.
was there with me.
in
so-
like a dungeon.
Did
Did your dad watch
In a
Devilman
dungeon?
with you?
No.
Yeah, that would have made you feel even more weird.
I would. Yeah, very
I
far.
feel like-
across the.
I don't
couch
think
from
you
each
know
other.
your dad very well. Like,
Yeah.
really, you think your dad would have
It's
been?
awkward.
I can think of way more awkward things to do with your dad.
So I've been doing this horrible thing lately, right? Where I used to take my phone in the bathroom and like listen to music while I took a shower. Now I watch Netflix while I
I
take
didn't
a shower.
say Netflix. I did not.
And so, or whatever, I'm watching, right? And I watched that scene and some devil man while I'm in the shower and like the door's cracked and my wife's walking by and it's just like inappropriate sounds coming out of it. It's like, this doesn't sound good. And the worst part is now my wife watches Netflix in the shower. Because she's like, what are you doing? Watching Netflix on my phone. She's like, oh, okay. And then I walked by like a day later and there's Gilmore Girls in the shower. Yeah. It's that bad. This is what goes on at my house, right?
Well, they are the waterproof phones. So.
That's what I said. I said it doesn't matter, right? Yeah. It's not going to hurt it. So anyway, watch that really great anime, Fate Apocrypha. That's how you say it.
And play some rhyme.
Yeah, and play rhyme. Also, next week, The Beast is on the show.
Ooh.
We're going to talk racing games.
Walker Beast.
So he's on. It'll be our second installment in our favorites of games.
Talk about that?
Versions of games.
Oh, wait, no.
We went back in time.
Yeah. Time isn't real when you're on the podcast. That was, I'm just going to warn you guys, it's a good episode. The after party, though,
this hasn't happened yet, Jack.
Phenomenal. I can predict the future, so.
He's like Michael J. Fox. Back from the future. I was going to say he has Parkinson's, but I won't do that.
Oh my god. How's that drink going for you?
It's going pretty good.
Party!
Yeah. So let's wrap it up before I say anything else. I can't fit my foot in my mouth anymore. What do you think of
sure
your
you
brew?
can. I've seen it before.
I know, and I'm going to. It's just, you've seen the show before. You know what to expect. What do you think of your brew?
Obviously, I didn't like it.
Clearly.
No, it was really good. It pretty much maintains his profile through the whole deal, through the whole show. We've got all 50-something minutes of it.
Yeah.
It stays, at least from the cans anyway, it stayed well carbonated.
Mm-hmm.
It's still pretty crisp.
Yeah, I think crisp is a great word. There's a lot of crisp in it.
Yeah.
But it's still a little bit heavy with that malt though.
It's a 7% beer. It tastes like a 7% beer.
Yeah. I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Shouldn't be for you because that's what you go for, so.
That's true.
But it's the malt body is definitely there. But it stays crisp. The hops are good. The malt's good. I'm liking it. I'm really liking it.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's really good. It has a little bit of that bittery finish, but not terrible. It does make you want to keep drinking it, which is also great, right?
I like the bitter though.
Yeah, no, and it should have some bitter in there. I think that's that's a key element of an IPA. Is the bitter? Is Jack driving you nuts over there?
I don't know.
What else is new? So, if you got to put a number on it, Jay, what do you think?
I am going to do a 7.5.
7.5. Like it was as good as Black Panther.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, it was 7.25 was Black Panther.
It's a little better than Black Panther.
Yeah. You're sorry, Marcus. You're fine.
But you would do both again.
Oh, totally.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna give this.
I'd probably buy both.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this a. I'm gonna do the same as Black Panther. I think it's a solid 7. It is really good.
Yeah,
really good. 7.25.
This is totally beer fridge worthy for me.
You think so?
No, this is GTA Tuesday beer easy for me.
It would be good for that. You'd be plenty adjusted by the end of a GTA Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right, Kip, it's your turn. We talked enough. You got to score your root beer now.
Oh, my teeth hurt right now. It has made my teeth hurt.
How does your
Mine
soul
too.
feel, though,
Oh my
Kip?
God.
That's what we want to know.
Corn
Not
syrup.
good. I'm like,
How's your self-esteem?
not good. I don't think it was very good to start out. It's worse now. Can I go lower than a 1? Can I?
No.
Dude, did you read what 1 is?
Yeah.
Super turd.
I mean, we've got 3
Yes.
ratings.
it's
it's
not
Walmart.
that bad.
We've got 3 ratings for turd.
Yeah, right?
I'm gonna give it a 1.
It gets the solid
This
super
is the
turd.
worst root beer I've ever drank.
Is it one of the worst beverages, just hands down, you've ever had? One of the worst things you've ever put in your body?
I've had like those weird Jones sodas that taste like soda that shouldn't be soda, like smoked salmon that tastes better than this.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I would say if I was on an island and there was no water to drink, and I saw this in front of me and balls I would chug this IBC. Yeah, any day.
You like it more than balls?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Is
like
it the
it's
Corona?
watered down.
Do you like it more than blue balls?
Dr. Pepper? I'd give it a 3. I'd give it a 3 because it's
so it's turd-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. It still stinks a little.
It's pretty gross. But if I had to drink it, whatever. But it's not
I don't
going
know
to my
if you
root
can
beer
still be
fridge.
friends, dude. Did you hear what he just said?
What?
Kip wanted to give it like a negative.
Yeah.
Or a 0. Jack's like, I don't
mean,
think so. I don't think so, Kip.
I'm a root beer connoisseur.
Oh, I'm going to smash this bottle in your face.
Jack.
Maybe we need a new intern. I don't know. Might have to talk about
I
this
think
now.
you just need you need to teach Jack what good beverages are.
I gave it
All right, next episode of Nerdbuzzed, intern throwdown. Lay down your votes right now. Start your betting.
I'm a big boy, Jack. You're a small boy.
I have a lot.
My money's on Kip.
I have a lot of brew packing inside me, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Don't.
Right?
Yeah,
Just
it's all
stop.
talk.
Diarrhea.
Make yourself go away.
I'm gonna take my deep pants off. So.
Oh my god. Make yourself go away. Thank you. Okay.
To all the nerds.
Through all the fuzz.
Bottoms up.
Let's get Nerdbuzzed. It exploded, right?
Yeah, it did.
Talking about beer, talking about nerd culture.
Thanks for joining us, Kip.
Nerdbuzzed. Marcus and Jeremiah. You're on Nerdbuzzed.
Not on the whole show. The whole show. Yes.
Welcome to Nerdbuzzed, the only podcast